welcome to my channel. My name is Franca, and I'm glad you're here because today is December 31st. So that means I'm officially going to start reading books for 2025 because I'm not going to finish this tonight. We're going to be reading the Throne of Glass series. I'm going to be doing an individual reading vlog for every single book, which is what I wish I would have done for ACOTAR so I could see my reaction. So I'm going to be doing that for Throne of Glass, and then I'll also do a big overall overview of what I thought of every single book in its own video. With that said, we're gonna start with Throne of Glass, go to Crown of Midnight, Assassin's Blade, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then Kingdom of Ash. That's the reading order. I'm also going to be using my brand new bookmark today from my Christmas haul. So without further ado, let's get straight into the book. Okay, first of all, there's a map. I don't know about you, but I ignore these things. What the heck is her name? I want to say it's Selena. That's what my brain wants me to say, but I don't know if that's her name. But also her last name, Sardonian? I don't know. I need someone to stop making crazy fantasy names because I can't figure them out. Okay, so first page in, the girl who I'm assuming is the assassin, Selena. That's what I'm calling her. I don't know if that's her name. That's her name from now on. She's in prison, or it said after a year of slavery, so maybe she's a slave. But apparently she was like a notorious assassin, so I assume she's probably like a prison sentence or something for killing a bunch of people. But yeah, that's where we're at. Why is she in prison? That's self-explanatory. She said she was an assassin. Interesting so far. Okay, so this guy is like escorting her around the building or something, or the mine or something. I don't know. But his first name, no idea. Chaco. All I think of when I look at his name is charcoal. Yeah, and his last name is Westfall. Why would you make his last name so easy and then his first name awful? But he's captain of the Royal Guard, so I have a feeling he's gonna fall in love with her. Maybe. So she's like striking up a conversation with like the guard, and she was like talking to him about like what are you doing here, sir? You're far away from home. And then she thinks, oh, it'd be nice to see his blood spill across the marble. What, ma'am? We were just having a nice conversation, so I feel like you can tell she's an assassin because she's already thinking of murdering this guy 2 seconds into talking with him. Okay, so they're not going to offer. They literally brought her to see the prince. So I think she's winning. Maybe she's supposed to fall in love with the prince. I feel like that's what's supposed to happen. But I still think her and the guard, they had a cute little bickering sesh and kind of like them together. Alright, so I just finished chapter 2. And clearly this prince wants something for her. He like mentioned a dress, so maybe he wants her to like assassinate someone, maybe? Okay, so the crown prince or whatever was like, okay, I'm gonna put you in a competition, and if you win, you get to be like the king's assassin. Which, like, why would she want to work for him after he literally has her in jail? Like, make that make sense? But I guess she kind of has to if she wants her freedom. But he's gonna put her in like a competition, and then if she wins, she gets to be his little assassin. But after her trial of like murdering all these people, they never disclosed how old she was. So like she's a young girl, and he says, and the crown prince goes, "What would our enemies say if they knew we'd all been petrified of a girl? Sorry, a girl who like murdered half of you? Excuse me?" So yeah, that's where we're at. Stop. The way they're like talking is giving like rich, prim, and proper, and it's so funny how they argue. Stop. Now I'm confused. I think she's supposed to fall in love with the captain's guard because she's chatting with him and they're bantering and they're hating each other. So I really want her to fall in love with him, but she could also fall in love with the prince. And I know from A Court of Thorns and Roses not to pick who I want her to end up with early because that person might turn out to be a terrible guy. So we'll see. To be honest, these names literally sound like another language. The way Sarah J. Maas writes the banter and like the quick witty remarks is chef's kiss, because how is she so good at this? Like, I'm reading this and I'm kicking my feet giggling. It doesn't matter who's talking, like everyone just instantly like has something to say. Also, they mentioned like fae, so I wonder if there's gonna be fairies involved at some point and they're gonna come back in the other books. Okay, apparently Selena used to have magic. No, she doesn't have it anymore because the king like outlawed it or whatever, and the magic just disappeared. So I wonder if she's like a fae or a fairy and she just like doesn't know it. Stop. Okay, so she slept in like this tent, and when she woke up, there was like footprints and flowers left around, and she thinks it's the fairies. So I think they know she's one of them, and they're like gonna come try and save her or something. Stop. The banter in this book is too good. The guard asked, "I wonder what your father will think of her." And the crown prince goes, "Oh, he'll be fine," until she opens her mouth. Stop. This is like so funny for no reason. Stop. I think it's the prince who she falls in love with now, because he just had like a, what's it called? He just had like a moment where like she was awake and everyone was sleeping, but he was like watching her and he's like, "Oh my god, like she's so gorgeous, but like she's a assassin, she could kill me, but like she's gorgeous." So I think it's him. And I don't know why I'm kind of disappointed though. Maybe it'll be a love triangle. The prince, the guard, and her. That's all I can hope for this time. Alrighty, I'm about 150 pages in. So far, not a lot has happened. It's just been like practicing and like meeting the other competitors. Before the first test, one of the competitors did get offed, and another one tried to escape, and he got offed as well. So, competitors are dropping like flies. I wonder if, so the first competitor was found like torn to shreds. And remember how they said like, and I think in the part I wasn't talking, they said something about like dogs like coming out of nowhere and just like being mutilated, and like they were losing like their hounds or whatever. I think, you know, those fairy things, I think they're coming back with vengeance. That's what I think's going on, and we're gonna keep reading to see if I'm right. Okay, so they're doing their second test, and they have to like climb up the walls of the castle and retrieve a flag. The competitor that everyone thinks is gonna win is Kane, and everyone is just following him. And so he did like this crazy, like he like threw a rope around a gargoyle's neck, and like I don't know. And so everyone's trying to follow him, and now they're all backed up because they can't replicate what he's doing. Whereas Selena decided to go a different route, so she didn't have to fight anybody. Well, okay, Selena kind of made friends with this other guy. His name is Knox, or maybe it was Owen. I don't know. I don't remember. But he was arguing with that guy, right? Because that guy couldn't get on the thing, and the guy cut his rope. So Selena went to go save him, and that's cute. They're gonna be besties. Oh my god, another champion has been off. I wonder who it is. So there's this princess that's at the castle from like this other region or whatever, and she's there to like learn about their culture and their language and like all this stuff, because these guys are like taking over the entire world or whatever, right? And her and Selena are like besties, and she doesn't know that Selena's an assassin. So, but the crown prince was like, but the crown prince said, "They made a formidable pair. Gods help them all." And I just think it's funny. Stop. There's like this holiday that's happening there, and they're doing like this great feast, and all the other champions were invited except for Selena. And I think Kane wasn't there, but he probably is, to be honest. He's just hiding. But she wasn't invited, but she found like this door and it led to like secret tunnels or whatever, and she can see where they're having their dinner, and she can see that everybody else got invited but her. So she's pissed. So I can't wait to see what happens with her finding out this information. she keeps talking about this holiday called Yulemas. Is that just like a fancy way to say Christmas but in a fantasy world? I'm confused. I wonder if that's, or is like that an actual thing? I don't know. I'll have to search it up. Okay. Right now I'm about 200 pages in, and Selena like found these like the door, right? And then she went down, there's like three doors. One of them led to the shores, the other one led to like the grate where she was watching the people, and the third one led to like a tomb of like a past queen and king or whatever. And she went down there, and there was like this ghost lady of the queen, and she told her like you have to fight some evil, you have to like fight some evil and be the king's champion. And then she said something about like the gargoyles that like sit on the tower, that they like that they're coming, and that she had a diversion to keep them away. So I don't know what the heck is going on. But then there was like howling and screaming. So I don't know what's going on. Also, another champion is dead. So it's not going too well for them. It's a new day. We are reading Throne of Glass again. I'm about 200 pages in, and I really want to finish this book today. I don't, I don't think that's gonna happen. I really want to finish this book by tomorrow, so we need to at least read 100 pages tonight, and then 100 pages tomorrow, because I didn't read yesterday. Stop. I think, why can I not talk? I think she's about to fight Cain, and I hope she wins. Oh my god, I feel like I should have known this, but Cain knows who she really is. So I think her life just got a lot harder. Stop. Selena and Nehemi, Nehemia. I think her name is Nehemia. So Selena and Nehemia. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I really have no idea. But their friendship is so cute. So Selena just fought Vernon, Baron. I believe his name is Baron. But she just fought him, and he's like Kane's bestie. And now that she knows they know who she is, she actually tried. And she beat him very easily. So another body has been found, but this time, Cal. I don't even know what his name is. I have no idea. Every time I look at it, I just see charcoal. That's all I can think about. So we're gonna call him Charcoal from now on. Every time I have to say his name. But Charcoal was like, do you want to prove yourself? Come see the body with me. So now she's like a little detective. Okay, so one of the other guys, I think his name is Hewer? Hewer, maybe? I have no idea. But he helped Selena cheat in a test about poison, because he is like a poison master. But he helped her cheat, and they both won. It is, in fact, the same day. I just changed because I went out. I read 100 more pages in the car. We're gonna try and finish this book today because we're 5 days into 2025 and I haven't finished a book yet. So let's get into it. It is Future Me. I finished this book a couple days ago. I'm currently editing the video, and I got tired of editing because I thought I was making less work for myself. And I just I just realized I in fact was making more work for myself. I thought I really had something, and I in fact didn't. So editing is annoying me, and I've gotten to the point where I just want to stop editing. Not that any of you really care, but the way I was editing it, I was recording myself while I was reading. So, like, 7 hours of footage. And then I was like, oh, I'm not talking in a lot of it. I can just pick out the parts where I'm talking. And that is absolutely driving me bonkers. So, let's talk about the ending. The ending was pretty interesting. Kane goes up against Selena in the finals. Kaltane, I think was her name. That girl that was like pining over the prince and like trying to also get with Duke Parrington. So him and her, Duke Parrington, came to her and was like, "I need you to poison her for the duel. So just to ensure Kane can win." So he's literally a teenage girl. You need to incapacitate a teenage girl to win a fight? Crazy. So he does this. She's fighting. She's like, "Oh, dang, I was poisoned," right? So then the princess from the other place starts doing all these like signs in the air, right? And she like the Waywards, I think they were called. That's definitely not what they're called, but that's what I can remember at the moment. Starts doing those things and she calls for help. So you know who comes and saves her? Elena. Because this girl is on this poison and she's seeing things. She's seeing all these random like monsters trying to attack her. But in reality, it was Kane who was like summoning all these things, trying to off her. So Elena comes, saves the day, and like that's about it. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm curious because there was only I think a tiny bit mention of fairies in this book. So I'm a little confused because I thought this book had fairies in it, but I assume they'll come in the later books. So we will have to see. But overall, I really did enjoy this book. I had a lot of fun reading it, and I can't wait to see what the other books are about. Stay tuned if you like this video. I will have a video for every other book coming out, and I will do a big one for all the books after I'm finished them. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like and comment down below. If you didn't, feel free to leave a hate comment. I'd love to hear your opinion, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.